begins by talking about something they would all agree on because he's the master communicator. He decides to talk about sheep, and he tells them a parable. And if you've never been to our church before or you're new to church, here's what you need to know. A parable is simply something that's untrue that illustrates something that is true. A parable is a story that never happened, totally fictitious, but it's used to introduce people to a very emotional topic or oftentimes to a subject that's difficult to understand. And so instead of just addressing what he wanted to address, Jesus steps way back and he decides to get this very diverse audience all on the same page. And he asks them a question that they would all have the same answer to. He's so brilliant. He says this: suppose one of you has 100 sheep and loses one. Jesus begins with a common emotion. Everybody's lost something, and everybody knows what they do when they lose something of value. Suppose you had 900 sheep and you lose one of them. Doesn't you leave the 99 in the open country and go after the lost sheep until he finds it? And for the first time in their lifetime, the Pharisees and the teachers of the law and the tax gatherers and the sinners all nod in the same direction. They've never agreed on anything in their lives, and they're like, this makes me nervous, but yes, that's what all of us would do. And Jesus said, and then when you found that lost sheep, wouldn't you tell the people that you had told you were looking for your lost sheep? And nervously, they all nod in the same direction again. And then wouldn't you rejoice because you'd found what was lost? And everybody nods in the same direction. And before they can ask a question or go anywhere, he said, did you know there's more rejoicing in heaven over something that was lost being found than everything that was found that was never lost? And before they can put it together, he sees some women in the audience and he says, and did you know, isn't it true, women, that if you lost a precious coin, and it's a coin that we can't fully understand how precious it was because it was part of something that was even larger and more precious to them, if you lost one of those precious coins, isn't it true you'd take all the furniture out of the house and you would sweep until you found it? And all the women are going, the good women and the bad women are going, yep. And all the husbands are going, yep, that's what she would do. In fact, I'd have to come home early to help move the furniture because she would not go to sleep until she found that precious coin. Because when you lose something precious, it is your undivided, and it has your undivided attention. You are more passionate about what you've lost than what you've never misplaced to begin with.